story today that LeBron James is not expected to commit to the Lakers before the draft or free agency, according to Eric Pincus at the Bleacher Report. Why should he? But as I'm watching that game last night, and, you sit there over the course of 3 hours, and I take notes. This is what we do for a living, and you think about a lot of different things. And if you're LeBron watching the Warriors, and, LeBron had a comment the other day. He watches everything. He's on social media constantly. He said the other day, after he watched Tom Brady sign that huge deal with Fox here, he's like, yeah, I thought to myself, damn straight, I may want to get into the media. Of course, he's watching everything. And so if it's basketball related, if he's watching football contracts, he's watching basketball. And he's watching that game last night. Forget the fact they have Steph and Clay and Wiggins and Draymond and now emerging Jordan Poole. They also have something he'll never get the rest of his career if he stays in Los Angeles. 3 stars, 19, 20 years old. James Wiseman, the center. Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga. Forget the components that are playing and starring. They've got another wave of stars, a big, a wing, a guard, all waiting in the wings. And so I feel this year coming up, because remember, the Lakers were one of the favorites to win the championship this year. But I think this is the first year in LeBron's last 15 to have zero chance to compete for the championship. Forget winning a championship next year. That's not going to happen. They can't compete for it. And LeBron knows it. You're not going to get, come on, folks. You really think Anthony Davis is going to be healthy for the entire season? You think the Westbrook thing's going to turn around? Darvin Ham is a rookie coach. They got no bench. They're too old. No players in their prime. And my theory is LeBron's too smart not to know it. LeBron's a good observer. He's a good teacher. He's a good listener. He's watching this right now thinking the Warriors got the best starting 5 in the league on any given time. They have 3 emerging stars underneath. One of them, Jordan Poole's playing. The other one, Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga. They also have probably the best coach in the league. They also have maybe the best owner in the league. They also have an elite front office exec in Bob Myers. And so LeBron's going to end up with 4 titles if he stays there. That's it. They're not winning. It's over. And Steph's going to end up potentially in the next week capturing his 4 with a long runway, a better GM, a better coach, more beloved, one franchise, and a long runway as Wiseman and Kuminga and Moody and Jordan Poole just keep growing and getting better, because that's what the Warriors do. They draft, they develop, and they create second-round picks into stars like Draymond. So whereas in football, Brady and Russell Wilson could kind of cherry-pick a team, right? Brady at the end, Russell's right in the heart of his career. I'm going to cherry-pick a team. LeBron kind of did that with Miami, but now he's at the end, and he kind of stuck. So he's not going to commit. I absolutely believe LeBron is trying to speak something into existence, and that's Golden State. He keeps dropping hints. He wouldn't leave California. That's where all his businesses are. And if he had to leave the Lakers and Southern California, he's very much a businessman. Where is the one place that's richer than Los Angeles? Silicon Valley. They just move up the road, keep his place down here. Son's playing basketball here. To me, it feels obvious. He's not just suddenly interested in Steph. He sees the dysfunction. He sees the roster. He sees the Westbrook salary cap issue. He sees Anthony Davis's health. He's going to throw it out there again and again and again how much he'd like to play with Steph and the Warriors.